All right, Andy Bitter, do you want to start off with questions for Khalil?
Hey, Khalil, I know you had put a lot into going in this being your last season here, and I know that the NCAA did the thing with the free year. Basically, you can come back next year if you want, but kind of having focused in on transferring here for this season, how badly have you wanted this season to go off, and how nervous have you been that at any time it could kind of be pulled out from under you?
Definitely, coming here wanting to play was kind of the big thing, especially, with the fans and everything was a big thing. But, as long as we get to play, I'm looking forward to the chance to get to play. And, at the chance that anything could happen and things could get taken away, it's kind of anxious. And then, we're trying to do our best in our part to make sure we get a chance to play.
Is it gonna be weird without fans? I mean,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But we've been scrimmaging and practicing in the stadium, so we're kind of getting used to not having any fans in there.
Mike Barber.
Hey, Khalil, can you take me back to your decision to shut it down at Kansas after 4 games, and kind of what was your thought process? Why did you make that move?
Basically, the way everything was turning out, I felt like I talked with my family, talked with my coach, and I felt like it was the best decision for me to redshirt. Things kind of turned into some other stuff and ended up entering the portal. But just me personally, it was kind of one time I had to make a decision for myself.
Was that when it kind of did turn into other things, and sometimes people look at that and say, oh, you quit on that year's team. Was that hard for you to kind of go through that as you were making a decision that was kind of best for you?
Yeah, definitely. Hearing those outside voices, but talking to my teammates on the team, they understood fully. They had my back there. So as long as those guys knew why I made the decision and what everything happened, the real story, I was fine with it.
Were you always intending to transfer?
Not initially, but things happen, so.
And last one for me, Raheem had a similar kind of path from Rutgers, played 4 games, shut it down. Have you guys talked at all about your experiences with that?
Yeah, definitely. We shared some stories. Different things happened after we both redshirted, so it's just kind of funny to see how everything turns out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mike Nizilik.
Yeah, hi, Khalil. Did you visit any other schools when you're?
I don't think so. I honestly can't even remember. I feel like so long ago. I don't think so.
I don't think so. And then, what do you think of this offensive line? They got what, six starters kind of returning, and other guys have starting experience. When you've been running behind these guys, what have you seen from that group?
Definitely some big holes, whether it's the ones, twos, threes, it's a lot of experience coming back. And you could tell that they've worked together with each other. It's a lot of communication going along the front, and just, seeing the experience up front helps me, slow things down because I'm able to just read and go and play football.
And what are your expectations for yourself for this season? I mean, have you kind of set, goals, and what are you kind of thinking in terms of, what your role will be for this team this year?
Yeah, definitely I have. But main thing is definitely getting the cutback. It's my first year, so I want to play a role any way I can in getting that cutback, and then going from there. We want to get to the ACC championship. We want to go to a bowl game if we're going to have bowl games. But just kind of taking it day by day and, slowly kind of trying to work myself to being a leader on the team.
They haven't had kind of a workhorse type of back. Do you think you could be that, where they're feeding you the ball, and do you want to be that way?
I mean, yeah, definitely. But, whatever they need me to do, I'm here to do. Whether it's, coaching up some of the young guys or playing special teams, whatever it is, I'm here for it.
Thanks.
Gene Long.
Yeah, hey, Khalil. I mean, how much anxiety, Coach Fuente talked about this a little bit too, would you say that there is among the players, knowing that you put in all this hard work, and then you see other conferences like the Big Ten and the Pac-12 say we're not playing now, and, it's kind of uncertain as you get ready for your first game?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of stuff that you can't control, a lot of stuff outside. So we kind of try and do our best, like my house, we try and just go to where we got to go get food, go to practice, and come back home and stay in the crib. So kind of try to control what we can control is kind of the thing that Coach Fuente has been telling us. So,
Anthony Romano.
Hey, Khalil, understanding that it's been obviously a very strange year, kind of building off that last answer, but how would you compare life in Blacksburg to life in Lawrence, Kansas?
Different. It's two different towns. I don't really compare them. I kind of just take that experience, keep it there, and then trying to just get a new experience out here. But two different towns, but a lot of people are about the same, really nice people. It's a lot different from Florida, I'd say, though. So.
All right, Tim Thomas.
Leo, if I'm not mistaken, you arrived at Virginia Tech initially in January. How important were those first couple months to your adjustment to Virginia Tech, and how's that helped you? Having to obviously be away from campus for a few months. How has that helped you this fall in this unique kind of off season?
I think just being able to come in and get some workouts in, the first 2 months before all the quarantine, but getting to learn some of the guys' names, getting to learn some of the offense before we started spring ball, but just getting my foot in the door and kind of getting a taste of what was to come, I think helped a lot. So when I came back, I kind of was in a rhythm and knew where to be and what to do.
And then how important was a veteran like Jalen Holston in your adjustment to being at Virginia Tech?
Definitely very important. Jay's done a great job bringing, especially with the young guys, me and him, kind of just being there, especially with plays, learning where we got to be, this, that, and the other. He's done a great job of taking on that leadership role.
Thanks, Khalil.
Norm Wood.
Hey, Khalil. Coach Fuente confirmed that you guys had at least a few coronavirus cases as a team. Since we don't get to see much practice, kind of take us in a little bit. Have your practices looked a little thinner at all in terms of personnel on the field at times, or have you really noticed much?
Yeah, sometimes, but it's kind of the thing, we focus on ourselves as a running back group and then go from there. But guys do a really good job of plugging and playing. So it's not really a big drop off. Guys are able to pick up where, if somebody's not at practice, they're able to pick up where somebody else was left off.
Have you guys had to cancel any practices?
Not for Corona, no.
Not for that, yeah. Anybody in your room, you don't have to say names, but anybody in your room, have they had any problems with the virus?
No.
Your running back room, I mean.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Thanks, man.
All right, Anthony, you had another one?
Yeah, Khalil, coming here to Virginia Tech, obviously starting the season off against UVA, kind of your introduction to this rivalry. I mean, what have you kind of heard about this game, and how does it feel for you to kind of be starting right into it right off the bat?
I heard, we don't like them, they don't like us. It's kind of the big gist. But they got something that we want to get back, and, I'm trying to help any way I can and possibly get that back. So, yeah, it's really the big thing, just getting the cut back.
All right, thank you, Khalil. I've got Mr. Raheem Blackshear up next. So, Khalil, you can step on out and we'll bring Raheem in, okay?
Thank you.